it pretty much, your season rests on this one game.
It's a Saturday afternoon in Melbourne, and pro soccer player Andy Brennan is about to play his biggest game of the season.
So if we lose, we're out and the season's over. If we win, we get into the semis and then hopefully to the finals. You know, you train 40 weeks of the year for this moment.
The 26-year-old winger has been playing soccer his whole life.
I started playing football back in Tassie. It would have been back when I was 6, 7 years old, since I can remember really. Probably the best feeling, you just forget about everything and anything else, and you just, yeah, the feel of the ball and the rolling on the grass, like it's just such a nice feeling, like it kind of captures you a bit.
Bounce might favour Andy Brennan here, it's Andy Brennan. Well, what a chance that was.
Andy Brennan previously played for A-League team the Newcastle Jets, but recently signed with Victorian club Green Gully in the National Premier League. It's been a big year off the pitch too. In May, Andy revealed on social media that he was gay.
I'd known for a really long time, and it was something that, yeah, I just had to accept, but I didn't want to accept. I suppose playing football, that it wasn't really something that you see that often, and it wasn't something that I thought was okay or normal. I mean, growing up in Tassie, there wasn't many role models or anyone that I could kind of look up to and kind of say that's okay. Homophobia is something that I've kind of grown up with. People say that kind of stuff all the time. They say words that are really derogatory to people, but they don't understand, you know, the weight behind those words. For 10, 15 years, I'd pushed these, you know, feelings aside and not really accepted it, and it got to the point where I wanted to do something about it.
When you did come out, what was the reaction of your club and your teammates?
They were great, yeah. They were really good. Obviously, it's pretty scary because I just joined the club. The relationships you've kind of developed are so important to you, and to kind of think that they could just disown you in a way was a really scary thought. But there was literally none of that, you know, it doesn't change anything.
Coming out is still a scary road for many gay athletes.
Diving in for the first try is big Ian Roberts.
Andy joins Ian Roberts, a former NRL player, as the only top-level Australian sportsman in the major football codes to ever have come out as gay while still playing. Roberts came out in 1994, 25 years ago.
At South, I was never openly gay, but it was always a worst-kept secret.
It'd be nice if there was more that were out and playing. I mean, obviously if there are, which you'd think there would be statistic-wise. I think it is just the fear that, you know, by being out and being yourself, maybe you might limit your opportunities. Like, I mean, I feared that myself, like whether, you know, coming out would mean I wouldn't be playing it for as long as I wanted to, or where people wouldn't want to bring me into the team anymore.
Andy believes Israel Folau's comments only make things worse.
I kind of related it to myself. If I was 16 years old and reading, you know, what he'd said, it would have made me feel awful. You can't let the negativity win, otherwise what he says wins. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
What can we do to change things?
I think just education and talking about it.
So will you please give him a very warm welcome, Mr. Andy Brennan.
Since coming out, Andy has embraced the opportunity to be the role model in professional sport that he never had.
And there was a 16-year-old kid that messaged me from Werribee in the country in Victoria. He said a few things that I then said, you know, that's how I felt. And from there, a couple of weeks went by, and he messaged me again, and he said that he just told his best mate, and that his best mate was over the moon for him, and he felt so good for it. So I think by speaking my experience and telling them, you know, how I've gone about, you know, the process, I think people can relate to it and hopefully feel better about themselves, and then get to a place where they can just be happy and proud and not have to worry about what an Israel Folau might say.
When you see like a fine young man like Andy speak about those experiences so honestly, so passionately, he really connects to sort of gay youth, and hopefully will inspire and give them the confidence to follow what he's done.
Now that he can bring his authentic self onto the pitch, Andy can see his game improving too.
All this negativity stuff was going on in my head and my mind, and he couldn't escape it. So as soon as that was out, it kind of let me relax a little bit more. And so I think it will help, and moving forward, I think it will make me a better player for sure, yeah.
How has coming out changed your life?
Yeah, massively. It's been pretty cool actually. Now, like, I'm just proud of it, and I'm proud of who I am. So I feel great now. Like, I feel happy, I suppose. Yeah.
You don't have to hide.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.